Hi, I'm JJ McNamara and this is my new channel dedicated to piano mastery. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing how to play faster and lighter at the keyboard. I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step process on how we can overcome tension and various other things holding back our technique and preventing us from playing freely and lighter. Now, the first exercise I want to show you is the press release exercise. So what you do is, let's start on middle C. So you press the note, 1 second, release, 1 second. Release, release. Making sure that when you release, you're removing all tension from the wrist all the way up to the shoulder. Okay, now we're going to try it again, but this time you release quicker. You don't play it any quicker, it's still the same tempo, but instead of 1 second down, 1 second up, half a second down, half a second up. Like so. And the third and final way is to release almost instantly. What this exercise is doing is it's helping you to release all tension when you're not actually playing. We only need to have a little bit of force when we play, but when we're not playing, we need to relax. Because tension builds up when you're tense like this all the time. If your wrist is stiff and if your shoulders are up. Now the second exercise I'm going to be showing you today is called active fingers. I was taught this in Manchester by an old teacher of mine, Jonathan Middleton. He's an absolutely exceptional teacher. And this method in particular really took my technique to the next level. So what you need to do is you raise your finger as high as it'll go before feeling any tension. Don't lift it too high. So about here. And then strike mezzo forte to about forte. But it needs to be in one swift motion. So like that. Now eventually, after you've practiced that slowly a good few times, it should sound a little something like this. This seems counterintuitive at the start, as you're trying to play lightly, so you'd assume, how's that going to help? But this method forces your fingers to work much harder than they usually would, so that when you go back to playing normally, it seems far more effortless. And my third and final method, which is quite standard, is to use the metronome. So we start at a very slow speed and we play all the detail. You want to start by practicing roughly half speed. So let's say the metronome is at 60. I'll play through the passage at 60 once and 65, 70, and I actually like to go back to the bass tempo. So I like to go back to 60 and then we go to 75, 80, back to 60 and so on. So the reason for going back to the original tempo is to just ensure that everything is working as intended. Now my final piece of advice for today is to have patience. Don't expect to go from 0 to 100 after just a few days. I've had students that have tried these methods for a few days and I've done this as well, as I'm sure Jonathan would attest to, where they'll try these methods like 30% of the way and then start suddenly playing fast again. If you start playing fast too soon, you risk undoing the progress you made. You need to wait until your fingers are really ingrained into every note before you start really bringing up the tempo. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I hope some of these tips have been helpful to you. If you'd be interested in one-on-one lessons, or if you've any questions at all, I've left my contact email in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future tips to help improve your playing and your practicing.